there was some sad bastard television going on last night with
It's a good way to describe it.
Van Jones.
Good way to describe it, Hut.
There's a lot of anger and sadness as well with LeBron James, who endorsed Kamala Harris and then posts this. Heavy on my heart and mind this AM. My princess, promise to protect you with everything I have and more. We don't need their help. Discussing just the delusions of LeBron continues. His 10-year-old daughter is who he's making mention of there. And it's in regards to Trump being the president-elect, having to protect his daughter during the second term of the Trump administration. What? It's the same party that he's endorsing that will allow a man, a boy, to compete against your daughter.
Oh, the irony.
What?
The irony of the party that has clearly stated men should not compete against women, boys should not compete against girls, is the party that won, and Donald Trump. LeBron James is talking about having to protect his daughter now because the party that wants to protect his daughter from being injured by a man in sports won office. Oh, the irony of that. Here's the other piece of the irony. Let's throw that message back up there one more time so we can show it to you, and I can read the final part. We don't need their help. That's correct. LeBron James and his daughter need no one's help. You know why? He's a billionaire.
Right.
This is the height of privilege in America. Money. LeBron James and his entire family, and then his daughter's kids, his daughter's kids, go down generations. They're fine. They don't need anyone's help because he has made so much money in large part because America is a land of opportunity. It's an opportunity for LeBron James to be a poor kid from Akron, Ohio, who does not have a college degree, that turned his talent into millions and now $1 billion. And then his daughter is going to be the same way. She has every opportunity in the world. No one's freedoms are being taken. Please cite an example of where a freedom is being taken or civil rights are being destroyed. And if we're going to talk about our young daughters' hypothetical future abortion, what the hell are we doing here, dads? This is the weirdest thing to be concerned about. I'm sorry. It's gross. It's strange. I am a girl dad of 2 daughters. I'm not voting in the 2024 election on the possibility of their future hypothetical abortion they might get one day. That makes me normal. LeBron James and these dads who are talking about women's reproductive rights, give me a break. It's not going to be a Handmaid's Tale. We're still in America. They're not going to be stripped of all these rights and all these other things. So much progress has been made in this country. No one's trying to go back 200 years. No one's trying to turn anything into some dystopian book you read or a streaming television show you watch. It's not happening. Stop with the drama. Stop it.
Well, he can't.
It's so over the top.
The drama and the persecution of LeBron James gives him oxygen. He's got to always have it. He has to be in the spotlight, and he's using his 10-year-old daughter here as in the post in order to get sympathy or the praise. Yeah, thanks, LeBron. Such a hero.
Promise to protect you with everything I have and more. The $1 billion that I have made in this country. I'll protect you with that.
We mentioned the trans in sports. How about the border as well? You want to protect your daughter from everyone coming across the border. There's one party that will strengthen that. The other one won't.
Hey, I'm happy with my life, and I've been blessed, and I've gotten opportunities and everything else. I'd love to be one of LeBron James's kids right now. I'd switch places with one of LeBron's kids in a heartbeat. Are you kidding me? If you could start over life and be one of LeBron James's kids, this is one of the most privileged spots in America to be in. And he just got one of his kids a damn NBA contract and drafted. And his kid is not good. No. His kid was not a good college basketball player. And he got him drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers. I'd kill to be one of LeBron's kids. Adopt me, please. I'll be your son. I'll do whatever. I'll take some of that money. I'll take the inheritance.
I'll be your son.
Oh, and by the way, the estate tax is going to benefit me even more because Donald Trump just got elected. So I'm not going to have millions and millions taken away if one day, Dad, LeBron, you die. Then I'm going to get even more money because of Donald Trump. You win again. Your kids win again. They're getting more because of this. This is so stupid and over the top. And if we react to everything
this is Hollywood.
like the sky is falling, I wanted to send out a post. I rarely go to Facebook because Facebook are where the craziest people lie at times. But I wanted to just send one out today and say, hey, did the sun come up for everyone today? Did you go outside? Did you get a cup of coffee? Did you walk through the neighborhood? Did you take your kids to school? Is everything okay? Or did the world end last night when Fox News called Pennsylvania for Donald Trump? It didn't end. So if you didn't vote for Donald Trump, that's fine. The world goes on today. What you should be doing is sucking it up, stop your bitching, and get on your knees and pray that Donald Trump does a good job for the country, for the United States of America. And stop with this overly self-important nonsense about protecting your daughter and, rights are going to be... No, it's not. It's not going to happen. It didn't happen in 2016. It's not going to happen now. This is so insanely over the top, and it gets so old.
LeBron's life hasn't changed, regardless of who the president's been.
Of course not.
And but it goes back to, thank you, LeBron, for protecting your daughter.
The responses are great. Girl dad energy from Victor Cruz.
From Donald Trump.
LeBron 2028 from LBJ history in the response.
Yeah. I get, you learned that on page 2 of a book that you read. Yeah. On, we don't need their help.
I'm willing to bet his daughter reads more than him.
Yeah.
She finishes those books.
Yep.
That accelerated reader course she's on at school, she's finishing books. I guarantee it.
You mentioned results in calling states on different broadcasts. Flip it around. One thing I observed, it's usually, they pace this out. I think they can have these results long before they actually call the state. It's around 11 minutes, like let's say 7 o'clock Eastern or 8 o'clock Eastern. 8:11, around 8:25 to 35.
Mm-hmm.
And then at 52, 53-ish, they go back to the, results of other, and then all of a sudden it pops up for the top of the hour. We have, we're breaking, we're about to call another state. And they just repeat that over and over and over again. And it's clockwork because they constantly want you thinking that there's more and more drama. When, I left here yesterday convinced that they're going to draw this out as the media would draw this out for more coverage tonight, based on the results.
What the hell's going on in Arizona and Nevada that we still don't have a result?
I mean,
I don't understand that.
It's like
I understand that the election's over; it doesn't really matter, but we should still know.
Thank God.
Yeah, if it came down to those two states, think about what today would be like.
I don't get why there's not the uniform policy of this. It's like, remember the hanging chads?
Yes.
But meanwhile, you can go to, it's computer based, and you can verify the computer results based on what we had to scan through. But we can look up all kinds of calculations through whatever we put through the computer. We don't have to count things. You know the result, and then you turn around and it's going to be about 3 a.m. before we can get that in for you.
I was watching NBC, and they interviewed the head of the election commission in Philly or Pittsburgh. They were in the arena in Pittsburgh, and the bowels of the arena as they're putting all of the physical votes in, and they were counting them. And this was well before they called Pennsylvania.
And they should count them.
And he said something that I was just thinking to myself, if it comes down to this, peel my eyes out with a soup spoon. He said, we still have to wait on the mail-in ballots from active service military members overseas in the state. And that could take up to 2 more weeks. And I'm thinking, oh, no. And great question by the interviewer, whoever the reporter was at NBC that was there, said, how many people are we talking about that vote that way? And he paused, waited a beat, and said, it's around 4,000. And I'm thinking, okay, good. I don't think it's going to come down to 4,000 votes. So they're going to be able to call this thing tonight and then not come back and say, we're waiting on everybody that's a Pennsylvania native that is serving overseas to mail in their votes to see who's going to win the election. Because for a split second, I thought about that nightmare scenario where we're waiting on Pennsylvania and that's it because of 4,000 votes being mailed in. Didn't happen, though. Thank God.
Yes. Thank goodness it didn't happen with Arizona.
Yeah.
Right now.
And also, going back to just the gap here of votes,
Yeah.
I think it's a very good thing for this country that it was not razor's edge again, like 2020, because I don't think
I agree.
I don't think either side would be behaving properly if it was razor thin again. I don't like that outcome and thinking about it because this was such a knockout that every left-leaning media outlet last night had nothing to say other than what happened. There was no complaints about something went on fishy. It was, boy, this is bad.
What was it you sent, or someone sent in our text chain last night? When does it flip from too close to call to...
Oh, too early to call and too close to call.
Too close to call.
They would flip from too early to too close?
Yeah.
And I sent to our group, I don't know if we have it, but the photo of the dad who's opening the plaid shirt.
Oh,
he's wearing the plaid shirt on Christmas morning, then he's holding up and smiling.
Same exact one.
The plaid shirt, the same exact thing.
Yeah, it's
when they go and they make a big deal about it. We're going to go ahead and say now this has gone to too close to call in Wisconsin, and that was from too early to too close.